It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers, and it comes your way next.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Young Kwaku has it all teed up. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Valus Jones now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, break. Ready, ready. Ready.
Young to throw it. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ready, break.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ready, go.
They motion the tight end over.
Ready.
Play action now. Young. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Toward the sideline, and he's got Leggett. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Check pink, blue check, Smith red, stand, hunt.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set, hut. Set, hut.
Hubbard again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade of starting in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Cousins' first play is going to the air. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Slot man motioned over. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down throw for Cousins. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Staying with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Young to throw here on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Carolina in punt formation. Deep for the Falcons, Ray McLeod. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice return there, 15 yards gain. And the Falcons will take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pitts brings it in. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. He's got it near the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Throwing his Cousins. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons hold a slim 2-point lead early. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Carolina offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready. Cut.
His drive will begin with Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Set. Cut. Go. Cut.
2nd and 8. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Check white. Switch. Yellow. Black swap. Up.
Handoff running left, Hubbard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Yellow. Line. Check pink.
Young up, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Let's go.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Ready. Go.
They just get the play off. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this.
On the double.
Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Set. Ready. Ready.
1st and goal, Hubbard. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a 2nd effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Falcons will have a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on third, Cousins. This one will be intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 19. Throw caught at the 6. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hubbard goes up and over for the touchdown. The Panthers make it a 3-possession game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, Cousins. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be Panthers football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready?
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 3rd down.
Set, punt. Set.
Young working from the gun. Thielen's got it. Complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On the ready?
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Punt, punt. Ready, ready.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They send a receiver in motion right. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Has a man. It's Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
2nd and 15. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Punt, punt.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Panthers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here.
Let's go now. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. Young has him on the quick hitter. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Ready.
From the red zone now. He's on the move, and he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Brushes him off with ease.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Another carry for Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. It's the Falcons with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Finds London on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Trying to work quickly now. First down throw for Cousins. Pitts brings it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line. Now Cousins again. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons make it an 18-point game. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A second down throw for Young. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down run by Hubbard. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. That one gains 7. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Second and 10 now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Takes it in at the 26. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. He'll throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
This is ahead for about 5. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A run here with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Here's Cousins now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Firing one deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And now it's second down. From the gun, it's Robinson. Room to run inside the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Here's Robinson. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal. Out of the gun, Cousins. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So now, here's third and goal. Now it's Cousins. He's got it!
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go, fourth and goal inside the 1. They'll run it with Robinson. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on fourth and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Raheem Blackshear now to return. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Panthers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hunt, hunt.
Out of the gun, Young. Gets this to Sanders. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready, ready.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He finds Sanders. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Handoff running right, Hubbard. He's contained at the line for no gain. David Onyemata there for the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Check white. Switch yellow.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Thielen's got it, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Falcons and this running back headed back out for a new series. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Ball at the 33 for first down. To the air, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
That's brought in by Mooney. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Juke the defender. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Cousins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They send a man in motion. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and long, it's Cousins. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
The kick by Lutz is good. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Young working from the gun. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. First and 10, here's Cousins. Into the hands of Pitts. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play, but they will take that execution every time.
And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And with just one hand, he makes the grab. That's a touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Great stuff there by the receiver. Wow, that was not an easy one. Only able to get one hand on it, Brock, but he got it done.
Yeah, he is showing off and showing out. These receivers in this day and age, they work on these things, and they make the extraordinary so often look ordinary, but what an unbelievable effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Jones. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Counterplay, Hubbard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
That one's complete over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we're through 3 here. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go. Cut, cut. Set.
Now Young. Hubbard hauls it in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Green, yellow, line.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh no, the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Here we go, set.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Set.
Another try following the sack. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Finds Sanders. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Got all of it, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 34. Throw reeled in by London. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Cousins out of the pistol here. Pitts brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing his Cousins. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's a give to Robinson. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before.
And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
He's throwing for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a really good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Cool, all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hut.
Young looking to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, he put some heat on this. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
This one's caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here he goes on the bootleg. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
On the return, here's Jones. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Young on 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Here's 2nd and 7. This is reeled in by Leggett. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Setting up to pass. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Back to throw. Gets this to Sanders. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Set. Ready.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here he is to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get out of bounds with a big gain of 21 yards. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
He'll look to throw it. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.